Hello, good morning. We are discussing time-based data. Look at the example 1. In previous session, we already learned what is time-based data and what are the types in that, and how to solve the relevant problems on time-based data and how to estimate. And for calculating time-based values, we are using two different methods, moving average method and least square method. And now this is the example from the textbook. Look at the example 1. Obtain the 3 years. What he said, 3 years. Remember, 3 years means odd number. 3 means odd number. Moving averages, the following series observations. So how to solve this question? This topic is very important. It will be given sometimes 5 marks question or sometimes 3 marks question. So I suggest students to study this topic very easy, and two methods only. In this entire topic, only we will learn two methods. One is moving average and the second one is least square method. So look at the table what was given. This is entire question which is mentioned in the question paper. So year 1995, 1996, 1997, 98, 99, 2000, 2001 and 2002. Annual sales are actually they are mentioned in thousands, 10,000s, 3.6, 4.3, 4.3, 3.4, 4.4, 5.4, and 3.4, and 2.4. So obtain the 3 years moving average and construct also a 4 years centered moving average. So first what we will do, first 3 years moving average, take the first three values, that is 3.6 here, 4.3 here and 4.3 here, divided by 3. So if you adding all these values, we will get 12.2 divided by 3. So this value will be 4.067. You should calculate yourself these values. And it is placed again. And second year, that is, so we will cancel the first thing and we are moving to next. Next 3. Next 3 means what? From 1996. Okay. Next 3 means 4.3 plus 4.3 plus 3.4. Look at the values divided by 3. So we got 12. The sum of all these values divided by 3, it will be 4. So just adding and dividing with 3. Because 3 years moving average we are calculating. And place it against this value. Next, so for first step 1 completed, second step 2 completed, next third step, second step completed for the third year moving average. Okay. From 1997, 1998 and 1999. These 3 years will be considered. That is 4.3, 3.4 and 4.4 divided by 3. Understood this one? So according to from the table, first we will consider 3.6, 4.3, 4.3. This one, and this one. The value will be 3 years moving, total value will be 12.2 and it is divided by, look at this, the same thing will be presented in the examination. Same lines, same arrows, okay? You should use the same table, 1 by 3. And 3 years moving, for first value, we should not have, look at this, way to write this number 4 to the center value. So 3 years moving means what is the center number? Second number, right? So 3.6, 4.3, 4.3, three numbers. What is the center value? 4.3. So towards that, we should write the 3 years moving average value. Okay. Next, cancel 3.6. Next 3, 4.3, 4.3, 3.4. Okay. What is the center value? 4.3. So towards that, write down the 3 years moving average. Continuously make like that. Okay. So last value will be not to be covered. And then, so this is the 3 years moving average table. That's all. The problem completed. Next, also he said 4 years centered moving average. First 5 years moving average is 3.6, 4.3, 4.3. Okay. First 5 we will consider like this. Okay. We will cancel 3.6 and next 5 we will consider. Okay. So next arrows you can make yourself 21.8 and divided by 1 by 5 you will get a 5 years moving average 4.36. In the same way, do it the remaining. Okay. In exercise, I will show you how to do that each problem. Okay, this is examples. That's why I'm explaining on this screen. Next, for 4 years moving average, the procedure is same. So we will write the years in one column. In second column, annual sales in total. For the third column, actually, before we have how many columns? 1, 2. So these 2 columns are given in the problem. And for the third column, we will calculate some values. That means 5-year or 3-year moving total. And next column, we will calculate average values. Okay, so total 4 columns, right? But in even number, so 4 is even number. For 4 years centered moving and what is centered or whatever, moving average only. Okay. Sometimes he will say centered moving average. Sometimes he will say 4-year moving average. Okay. So don't worry, both are same only. Procedure is same. For 4 years, you understood that first 4 will be taken and divided by, so this is the total. Okay, this is one column. And 4 years moving divided by 4. So 15.6 divided by 4, how much is that? I will show you here. 15.6 divided by 4. Look at this 3.9. Okay. So in the same way, first we will cancel one value and next we are moving to next 4 values. And here, okay, third column is sum of values for 4 values. Fourth column will be its average. Okay, we will calculate average also. What is the sixth column? So what is the fifth column? Fifth column is nothing but first 2 values average. That is 3.9 plus 4.1 divided by 2. Remember, divided by 2. 2 values average. That value should be 4. In even centered moving averages, we have to perform the last average column also. Okay, so 4 years moving average, 4 years centered moving average. Look at this, what he said. Centered moving means just taking 2 values and by 2. That's called the centered moving average. If he is not saying centered moving average also, you have to make this column as a 4 years centered moving average. This is 4 years moving average. This is 4 years centered moving average. In even numbers, we have to perform the problem like this. The last column will be extra column. Okay. So note that the values of fourth column are not synchronized with the first column. So, but values of fifth columns are synchronized. That means odd numbers will be synchronized, but even numbers cannot be. So that's why we are creating one more column. Okay. So in the same way, remaining all problems will be solved. 3 years moving average, you know how to do that. Take the table and try yourself. Okay. And look at this. This is very important. Actually, for the first problem also, we have to create this graph. Okay. So how to create the graph? So this is not clear. I will go to next column. Okay. Look at this. So here on x-axis, we will take like month values, and monthly production values will be taken on y-axis. Look at the graph. You should draw the graph also. Don't forget. You should draw for moving average, you have to draw the graph also. Graph paper will be given in the examinations, or also you can create on your answer sheet also itself, you can create a graph. Just take pencil and scale, draw x-axis and y-axis on answer sheet. If graph paper is not given, some students will prefer only to write on answer sheets, and some students will like to draw the graphs on graph papers. That's your choice. You can do either, no issue. Marks will be given to you. And on x-axis, take month values, and always y values will be taken on the second column. Okay, first column will be x values, second column will be y values, and look at the last column. Last column also we will, so 1.2, these numbers, okay, we will map first. January, how much? 1.2. Randomly, you can mark the dot. So look at this, January 1.2. So this is 1 and this is 1.2. And February, something, what he said, February 0.8. So randomly somewhere here we can make and draw a bold line. Look at this, bold line will be actually average values. Okay. So this is what bold line is, actual line, and this dotted line you can see here, dotted lines, dotted lines. Okay, you can see here dotted lines. Okay, follow my pointer. This is dotted line, right? So this line indicates trend line. So how to draw this dotted line? Okay, so this bold line, you understood that the y values what were given in the problem, 1.2, 0. All these values will be y axis. The dotted trend line will be these last column, 1.36, 1.6, 1.96, 2.28, 2.68, and these values are trend values. So look at the first number, 1.36 and 1.6. So 1.36, where to start this 1.36? Look at the significance. Significance on March, you should start 1.36, the center value. This is 5 years, right? What is the center value for 5 years? Third value, right? Third value is March. So March value will be located 1.36. So look at the March and locate 1.36 somewhere here. And similarly, draw all the values and connect these dots with dotted lines only, that separating from the bold line. Okay. And this dotted line will indicates trend line. This is called trend line. Okay, understood? So these are the models of even odd moving average and even moving averages and respective graphs. You can try the remaining examples. Okay, 4 years, 5 years, whatever. And the graphs also very important. You should try all these example from your textbook. And in the next video, we will solve exercise problems.